Hello, testing 1, 2, 3. Hello, testing 1, 2, 3. Can you give some response if you can hear my voice clearly? Just I will wait about 1 to 2 minutes like that for to wait for everyone to go into this webinar. Calvin is here. Can you give some response if you can hear my voice? Hello, testing 1, 2, 3. Is it clear, Michael? My voice? Is it clear as always, or is good enough to learn? Yes, clear. All right. So let's see. 2%. Yes, good. Only Calvin here. I will start in another 10 seconds like that. All right. Let's see the previous question. Sorry regarding this. My bike is overheated, so I need to stay at my friend's house. So I'm really sorry regarding this. Right, this also you sell in bullish candle. Basic schedule. This one sell at region why draw here. Let me see the question. Okay, I will answer this first. Okay. So I was asking because Zelco said need to sell after the bearish candle. Okay, so right here, this is a bullish candle, correct? Okay, but what is it with this rejection? Okay, we need to know what is the rejection. Okay, so before this, I say about this candle blending. All right. Wait a moment. Oh, candle blending. Okay. So this is candle blending, which also mean you can see lower time frame candle without the need to change the time frame itself. Okay, this is the definition of candle blending, or the use of candle blending, right? Okay, then this is good. All right. So what you see here when Zelco, right? No problem. Thanks for making the lesson possible despite the trouble. It's okay. That is my job because you already pay me, and I'm not the type of guy that give excuse. I do not give a simple excuse just because uh, my bike broke down. That will not stop me from making this video. All right. So what is it with this rejection? Okay, which one is stronger, this one or this one? Okay, this one, it got an imbalance here. it got the first imbalance and it reject the first imbalance. Okay, so this candle, right, this candle we will start in the here. I will draw you something. Okay, for example, in lower time frame, LTF or lower time frame. Oops, lower time frame. For example, M15. Okay, M15. All right. For example, M15. It will have something like this. Two candle. Oh, this one is too big. But like this, and then it will have something like this. Okay, and then let's color this. This is a bearish candle, and this is the bullish candle, for example, right? So this is called a bearish engulfing. Okay, this is called the bearish engulfing. Okay, so these two candle in higher time frame, you will see something like this. Okay, equal to higher time frame. Please note down regarding this candle blending. This is very important for you to trade in higher time frame because previously uh, Kelvin or Michael asked me regarding this low time frame and higher time frame. If I enter at H4, do I need to wait for H4 candle to close? No, you do not need to do that if you understand candle blending. But candle blending needs some time for you to master. Okay, but it's okay. I think Zelko almost there regarding this candle blending. Okay, so this one we will be measuring this, right? This candle. We take it here, and this candle just take something like this. Oh, sorry. Want the same height? Can you just take it like this? Moment. Right. So you got the bearish candle. So we mark it here, and over here is the week. Oh. This monitor is really small. Why it does not go black? Alright, good. Okay, so this is the rejection on M30. We see something like this. Okay. So for example, we see in this chart. Okay, we open the M30. Okay, so let's mark this shadow. Okay, this shadow. Okay, this on M30. Okay, on M30, it is a shadow here. Okay, but on M15, oh no, I think it's smaller one. M5, M15. Moment. Okay, so on M5, this candle already show a bullish pattern. It's already break this. But on higher time frame, it's just a week. Okay, it's just a shadow here. It's only a shadow. But on lower time frame, it's already a body and then a bullish body, and this will cancel out each other and will become a shadow. Okay. So the one that Zelco enter when you got a rejection like this, it's actually claiming over here you will have a bearish engulfing, You will have a bearish engulfing here, which makes this candle, which makes this rejection. When it close, it's already show a bullish, a bearish engulfing. This is a bull candle and a bear candle, which makes this possible. This kind of pattern this week is actually a candle blending. All right. No problem. Loud and clear. I love you too. All right. So let's see if we have other question. So I already explained that. So row picture. This one instant buy after candle close. Yes, correct. No rejection base, imbalance split base. All right. Look how it's open yellow. Sorry, I don't understand. I know close candle. Mm -mm -mm -mm. Sell at rejection. All right. Sell after candle close. Also correct. I don't quite understand. Okay, I think can we do you have any question regarding decision point, guys? Do you have any question regarding decision point, or I will be proceeding to high liquidity zone? Question. Amit is typing. I want you to all be clear regarding this decision point, because this is very important. Because by understanding decision point, you will know whether the QM or SBR RBS will able to support price or not. You will be having a signal to cut loss, or you will be having a signal to hold your position as a confirmation entry. So this decision point is really important to save you money and will make you more safe to hold your position. When we have no decision point in M1 and we have M5 is in M5 decision point. So right here, Zeko said if we do not have a decision point on M1 but we have a decision point on M5. Okay, so we can take decision point on M5 and must use the rejection on M5. Okay, so I write it down so you can note it in your notes or anything. Okay, Zerko question. Zerko question is something like this. If we don't find decision on M1, but we find decision on M5. Okay, what to do? This is a good question. If we don't find decision on M5, but we find decision on, if we don't find decision on M1 on 1 minute chart, but we find decision on 5 minute chart, what to do? Okay, so if you find decision on M5, you must wait rejection on M5 close. Okay, so on M5 time frame also. Okay, so the decision is depend on which time frame you find the decision. Okay, for example, you find H4 like this. So I cannot scroll down. This monitor is quite small, so I cannot draw very much. For example, this we got the H4. Okay, we got H4 candle. This is H4 decision, for example, H4 decision. And then you got a very clean break, like that. Okay, let's color this first. Oh no, I think let's color this. Got a H4 decision, and inside here you find no, inside here you got N5 decision. Okay, so this is your zone. This is the point of this is your base on H4, and this is, for example, this is the decision point on M5. Okay, this is M5 decision zone. Okay, and then price come to this zone. Okay, something like this. All right, it do something like this. Okay, and then inside here you got something like this. Okay, it reject, and then it close. Okay, it open a new candle. Okay, so you can instant here. Okay, for example, instant sell here. Okay, why? Because the decision on your M5 already close candle. Okay, the candle in M5 that you wait for rejection already closed, and it already opened a new candle. Okay, so you can instant. Okay, but Zelco style, I think he wait for another bearish engulfing before it's in instant trade. Okay, got a double confirmation. Okay, so if Zelco, he most likely will sell here. Okay, so he will sell after the confirmation. So there is a drop like that, sell here. Instant. Okay. All right. When we have okay, I think answering your question. When we have no decision point in M1, we have M5. So we will wait the decision on M5. Okay. So if we do not have a decision on M15, M5, or M1, we cannot find the decision, but we can find the decision on M30. Okay. So if we find the decision on M30, we must wait for the 30-minute chart to close after the rejection before we can instant our sell. Since previous you said if we are using M1 decision point, TP is at M1 base. This is for okay. So if you are using M1 decision base and you using M1 SL, okay. So the TP must be in M1. Okay, if you're using the M1 decision and you're using the decision as the SL, so you cannot expect price will hold that decision point until your TP if you're using the same SL. Okay. Okay, I will answer Mio question first. A moment. Right. Okay, for example like this. Okay. This is H4SL. H4SL. Okay. This is M5SL. Okay. So if you're using this M5SL, just make sure you have a take profit within the M5 range. Okay, because price can still shoot up like this. Okay, it can still take the above decision. Maybe you have another decision here. Okay, maybe you have another decision here. So you cannot tell whether this M5SL can withstand this H4 price. Okay, but sometimes you can still use M5SL, but it's quite risky because you will losing your trade. It's a good trade. You will be floating for a moment, but eventually you will get in profit because just your entry is based on H4, so the take profit is more profitable for you to take the H4 TP and using the H4 SL. So take about the 1 to 3 ratio like that, a minimum. Okay. So I think I answered this. And Michael, what about target in different time frame? Okay, I already explained this thing. I think I need to draw it. Okay, just to make everyone not confused. Uh, uh, uh. So this is USD H4. The decision it take is somewhere on MTT, I think. Wait, H4. Oh, what is this? Sorry, what is this? It's a power button. We solid this. What is this? Sorry. They need to find other example. Wait a moment. G. To find some decision point first. I think this one does not reject. No, H4. Wait a moment. Got no rejection. This is a good rejection, yes. Okay, for example, you're using H4. So you got a rejection here. Okay, so you got a rejection here. Okay, but if you're waiting for H4 like this, okay. So if you're waiting for H4, this is 4 hour, okay. So if you want to enter a trade, you need to wait after this candle close. Okay, so after this, okay, so if you close over here, okay, so you got a rejection here, and then you already miss about 8 pips like that. Okay, but you can also look on lower time frame to see if there is a good rejection. Okay, so this is there's no bullish engulfing yet. Okay, let's see on lower time frame. On the lower time frame. Okay, let's see bullish engulfing. Alright, so over here you already got a bullish engulfing on lower time frame. Okay, wait a moment, like this. Okay, so let's see on this decision on the left, do we have something on M30? Wait a moment, this monitor is quite small. Okay, so you will be using, alright, this decision. Okay, I will mark it in white. I think. Okay, so your SL, if you're using over here as a SL, alright, H4. Okay, so you have your M5 here, your M5 zone over here. This is all the zone for M5, about 15 pips like that. So after this rejection, and then it close. Okay, so in about 30 minutes like that in M30, okay, M30. So after 30 minutes, you can already instant your trade, and you already have about 32 pips. Okay, so sometimes price can also shoot up like this. Okay, so your take profit usually on RBS or SPR, okay, your first TP. Okay, so your first TP on lower time frame, usually I will partial close about here. Okay, about here or on your resistance like this. Okay, see, this is on lower time frame because later on price can still shoot down. Okay, so on H4, if you entry on H4, okay, so this is H4, right? So you already got about this rejection you see here. After this rejection, for example, you are waiting for this rejection. Okay, so after this candle close, okay, it take your take profit, and then it shoot down again. Okay, because you can take a lot more profit if you're using lower time frame take profit for partial close, because sometimes price can shoot down here. But if you're using H4, for example, you're using this H4, you're entering on here, just make sure your SL is here. Okay, not just above this decision point on M5, because sometimes in H4 price can still shoot down like this. Okay, so if you entering on H4, just put your stop loss here, and then just wait for your next TP lah. Alright, over here. Okay, so you are waiting for price to go over here. Okay, let's see what picture is this. Do you mean the shadow is just touching the zone and not enter is considered risky trade? Okay, this is risky because we are waiting for first imbalance rejection. Okay, we are waiting here. Okay, let me save this picture. Wait a moment. This take a really long time. Wait a moment. This is window 10. I think I need to draw a new one. Okay, so for example, we have something like this. We will entry. Okay, we will wait for rejection on the first imbalance for confirmation entry. Okay, so we wait for the first imbalance, rejection on first imbalance for confirmation entry. Okay, this we will wait for rejection here. If you wait for rejection here, you already using a different type of rejection. So I will only teach this. Why is this cancel? I will only teach you the one that for confirmation entry or rejection on the first imbalance, because this one has more probability of winning trades compared to other types of rejection. Okay, that's why I wrote it as risky trade. Right. I'm really sorry regarding this because this computer is quite slow, so I'm trying to working with it. All right, so I already answered this. Okay, you mean by shadow is just touching the zone and not enter is considered risky trade? Yes, correct. This we should where should we place the pending order limit? Okay, so pending order you can put on the SNR level, right? SNR pending order, and this one also can, because this one is a shadow codes type 1. Okay, you can put your limit order over here, over here, over here, and over here. Okay, so this type of trade actually is quite risky because you can only take a sell limit up here and then close, because it can continue in motion. If you want to trade this one, you need to wait for the bearish engulfing. All right, so I will show you an example. Wait a moment, I need to add my friend into my group. Wait a moment. Where's my phone? I will show you the type of entry using the low price. Okay, 1000 entry. Wait a moment. All right, this one. Okay, you can put your sell limit here. Look, this is a different type of trade. This is a swap zone actually, but you can still use the same concept, right? So this is a swap zone, and and this is a sell limit order, sell limit. All right, and then price come back to this, activate the sell, and it's only a touch trade. Okay, this is a sell limit before, and you can put sell limit here, but for this trade I happen to I cannot swing this trade because it do not create a bearish engulfing after this. So it just shoot up here and hit my stop loss. All right. So I only able to have a touch trade here just for one candle close. All right. So it's actually quite risky. And this SNR is quite good, and this place is also good. So 1, 2, 3. So this is the best one to wait for rejection on the open price or the first imbalance, and you can put your sell limit at the SNR pending order, but the best one will be here. It's not the best one, but it's actually the safest one on this here, on this high price, right? uh so we're using okay, multiple rejection. I already answered this. So if we're using H4 as main imbalance point, we can have multiple trade based on rejection on different decision point on different time frame. Yes, correct. You can wait for decision on different types of level. For example, you can wait for on M5 decision point, but you must wait also the rejection at this same level. Okay, even though you're using H4, so you can still wait rejection over here. Okay. Mm -mm -mm. Can we draw when we trade all decision point and we wait for rejection to enter in one pair? You can draw the important one only actually, because most of the decision points sometimes it will be break. Okay. Let's go to lower time frame M15. Is it here? No. Oh, here. All right. So over here you got a few decision point. Over here. Over here. I will delete this one. Delete. Delete. Okay, so on M15, you already got a rejection there. So you can instant after the break of this, because this is a type of not the type of rejection on open price on M15, but on M30, you already got a rejection here. Okay, so this is on M15, but if you go to M5, so you have some other decision point, right? So you will have decision point over moment over here, and over here. All right, let's see what happened here. This is type of decision also. Let's make it red color. This is also red color. Let's see what happened on the right. Okay, so this one got broken. Okay, this one got broken. What is the question again? Let me. Okay, so if we're using H4 as main imbalance point, we can have multiple trade based on rejection on different decision point on different time frame. Okay, so over here you got one decision point on M1, but you know over here this decision point sometimes cannot hold or withstand the price. Okay, you need if you're using H4, it's better for you to see on M5 or M15 for a better rejection. All right. So on M1, you can fine tune, but just make sure you're using your H4 SL over here. If you're using SL over here on M5, you will be hitting your stop loss. Okay, over here you already got your stop loss and went up. All right, so we do not want that. Just make sure you just make it safe and use your H for stop loss. But if you want to trade like me, you can cut your loss. Okay, over here you can cut loss, and over here you can cut loss just a few pips like that. And over here after this you wait for another rejection, and then finally you just enter your trade. Okay, and then recover back your losses. Can withdraw when we trade or decision and wait rejection to enter? Yes, already answer. So do you have any other question regarding this decision point? Let me see here. No, only for comment. In one pair. All right, only one. Okay, I think I need to go into high liquidity zone. All right. Think on decision point. If you still not understand, we can still discuss on upcoming webinar. All right. So I really need to go this high liquidity zone. Wait a moment. Okay, so this is a high liquidity zone, right? So high liquidity zone is a zone which are created by price that reacted with support and resistance zone. In this zone, there are good history of buyer and seller, which makes this zone important for determine a good entry point. Good history most likely to have a good future. Alright, so over here is a type of high liquidity zone that I illustrated in the line chart. So we will have something like this. You got a resistance here, and then it got it got a breakout, and then it got a support here. Okay, and then it got a breakout, right? And then it got a resistance here, and then it got a breakout. So your entry will most likely will be on here. Okay, over here, the return on here. Okay, so this is not a SBR RBS or RBS SBR, but you will be taking entry based on here. Okay, so this RBS will be your entry, but the high liquidity zone will determine on which SBR you will be choosing. Okay, so price will usually, where is my mouse? Okay, price will usually hunt down this RBS in this high liquidity zone before it's going to shoot up. Okay, so this is high liquidity zone on the chart. Okay, you can see there is a support here, and then it got broken down, and then it become a resistance, and then it got broken down again and become support over here, and then it got broken down again and become resistance. It got broken down again and it becomes support and still becomes support, and you can entry on this RBS or SBR. All right. Mm, all right, this is another one. Okay, so we have a support here, support here, support here, and then you got a breakout, and then this is resistance. Okay, this red one is the resistance, and then you got a breakout, and then you got a support, and then you got another breakout, and then you get a resistance. So you'll be selling on this area. Okay, so you can also get a QM, high low, high high low, low. And this is not a QM, this is a HNS, head and shoulder, but this is actually a MPL. So we'll be learning that later, but this is actually a good setup because over here it got a very good history, high liquidity zone, and over here we got an HNS. So it will be a good trade if it's in this high liquidity zone. It's a really good zone actually. So already market structure. Mm, mm, mm. No question. To on here. No question also. So I will proceed in this. All right. So first, what you need to do is I need to change this line graph will be black color. Okay, so I want you to find something like this. All right, you draw something like this. Okay, all right, this one. So you find something that there is a lot of touch. The line chart has a lot of liking to this kind of level. Okay, so I need to explain in the form of drawings. Wait a moment. Um, okay, so you have something like this over here. This one needs to be bigger. Okay, you have this one, and then you have this one. Okay, then you have support. You have support. You have support. Okay, so this is in, okay, let me see if there's any question. Okay, in Mr. Manso class, they will teach you about SSR, or significant support and resistance, like something like this. Let me draw in Mr. Manso class. Okay, okay, Sir Mansur Safari, not high degree, he called it as SSR, or significant support and resistance. Okay. Okay, it will look something like this. Then got a breakout. Then you have something like this. Then you got a breakout. Then you got something like this. And then finally you got a breakout. So this is called the SSR level. This is SSR level. Okay. Where there is a lot of shadow touching here. Shadow here. Shadow over here. And shadow over here. So this is called an SSR level. Alright. Is there any question? And what is the thickness of the zone? H4 can be quite a thick zone of 100 pips. No. How many bull bear? How many bull bear touch around the same level must we have to consider? Okay, so this is a good question. Let me copy this. Okay, so this is the question. Okay. Valid or a good HLZ will have a minimum of 2 breakout and 3 SR zone, SR area, SR interaction. Okay. Valid or good HZ, we have a minimum of 2 breakout and 3 SR. Okay, yeah, something like this. Okay, so you have something like this, 2 breakout. This is the minimum, you can have more. Okay, this is one resistance, and two support. Okay, so you have one here and one here. Okay, so one resistance and two support. And what is the thickness of the zone? Can we join in the group of 1000 entry? This 1000 entry only open after I finish capturing 1000 sniper entry trade. What is the thickness of the zone? Okay, thickness of the zone will be like this. I will explain later after I draw this. Okay, wait a moment. Let's see the question. No. And what is the thickness? When we have more touch at the line is good. Yes, correct. Very correct. Very true. Okay. But if I want to use desert to trade, I don't know how when it break and reverse at HZ. Okay, I will explain later. When price come to a zone, we see how price make. Not actually. Actually, it's not like that. I will explain it to you. Okay, so over here the trade is like this. Okay, so this is your high SSR level. First, you need to find your SSR level. First, you need to find your SSR level. Over here. And then you can screenshot this, save as picture. Okay, and then you change to candlestick. Okay, so how to measure the thickness of the zone? Okay, so you can measure the thickness based on over here, this higher shadow and the lower shadow here. So you can just drag like this over here. Okay, but this zone is not this zone is just for us to know a quality trade. The place that you want to choose your SBR, RBS, or your QM. Okay, so over here is actually a QM, high, low, high, high, low, low. All right, so this is a QM. Let's open H1, you will see it better. Okay, so this is QM, high, low, high, high, low, low, and you take the trade. Okay, how to trade this? Okay, to trade HZ, we will use QM or SBR, RBS. Okay, we use QM or SBR, RBS in this zone. Okay, so for example, the trade using HLZ, the entry will be something like this. Wait a moment. Okay, something like this. All right. Do you see this key support? This is a key support and this is a key resistance. All right, and then you will have this is a type of trade that I used. So this is a drop based drop. Actually, over here inside here got a decision point. So I just put my sell limit here. So, but why I can put my sell limit without waiting for a rejection using decision point? So I actually using support, resistance, and then a drop base drop inside here is a decision point, but I can take a sell limit order because behind here got a HLZ, okay, high liquidity zone. And another one, this one, I think. Okay, so this is also a high liquidity zone or SSR, right? So over here you got support, over here you got resistance, and then got broken down, and then over here you will have a decision point, and then I will still entry sell here, and this is also a trade, right? Again, all right. So this is also this is not HLZ. This is also a high liquidity zone over here, over here, over here. You got support breakout, and you can trade a trade here. When it come back to this zone. This zone is just to catch your eye about the zone, but you must take the SSR. You must change it to line chart to see the SSR, right? Is there any question regarding this? 45 minutes. So this is the high liquidity zone. H4. HLQ zone. Okay, but our entry will be on SSR. All right. This is one more confirm when we enter or trade. Yes, another confirmation. Okay. This is this is usually be used for sell limit or buy limit. Okay. If you want to use your sell limit or buy limit, you must have SSR in HLZ. Okay, this actually the most important one is SSR. All right. So Jacob is typing. When we have CP or before this, we can search for enter. Yes, you can search for compression. Look, wait a moment. Look, this is compression. I take this straight on compression. This is SSR, high liquidity zone. Okay. This is compression, right? Compression. See? Is there any other question? Fuzai is typing. So we trade HLZ only with SBR, RBS. There is support and resistance and not supply and demand. Yes, we can also use supply and demand. One more example, please. Yes, sure. We can take it on SND also. Look, for example, I take this one on a drop base drop. Look, drop base drop in line with SSR, right? This is a drop base drop, and this is the entry, right? So I will show one example for Amit. Amit, one example. Let's change to line chart again. No, that is different one. Alright, this is good. And then you find the place where there's got a lot of touch. Okay. Right. So over here we got a lot of touch. So we got over here. Alright, so look, we have at least 2 breakout, but over here we got a lot of breakout. Over here we got a breakout. Over here, over here, over here. So we already have our minimum 2 breakout. Actually, this is 2, 1, then here. Okay, so over here we have a lot of breakout. Right, so we change to our candlestick. Okay, let's look for the zone for our entry point. Okay, so over here we can take the SBR trade, the RBS trade. Okay, so our trade will be over here. Okay, so this is our RBS, and let's mark our swap zone. This is our swap zone. And our stop loss will be a few pips from the zone, from the swap zone, a few pips. Okay, so a few pips above the zone. Okay, so this is our stop loss. Moment. So this is our stop loss. SL below zone a few pips. The zone 10 to 20 pips. This is too big, I think. Okay, this is our RBS. And this is our swap zone. Swap zone inside HLZ. Please draw HLZ one more. Okay, sorry, I think you have not teach how to draw the thickness of HLZ. Yes, this is a HLZ. This is correct one. Okay, I will teach you one more time. This, okay. For example, over here, you got something like this. No matter what color is the candle, it's okay. Or blue color, it's okay. Any color will do. Alright. So the zone will be over here. Okay, so this is our HLZ. HLZ. HLZ is a place to find a trade setup. Not okay. It's a place to find a trade setup. Okay, we do not trade HLZ alone on itself, but we take the HLZ as a place to find a trade setup. Right? To find a trade setup. Right, so I will draw another one as per request. This one MPT any time frame will do. Okay, so this is a good one also. So you just take your line like that. This copy this, copy that. Right, find the best one. Or this one. This one. Alright. Or is it this one? Okay, I think I take this one. Okay. So over here, we got here this little guy here, and copy this. You also got no, you only got one here. Thing over here. No. Right. So your zone will be over here. This candle here. Look, you just take it here like this. Just take that one zone. Like that. Okay. So just take this zone and then focus on over here. Okay. So this I think I draw the same thing. No. This one is a trade for QM setup. So you will be, if you want to trade here, okay, just focus here, a different type of setup. Okay. QM setup in line with HLZ. So we find QM setup in HLZ, all right, in high liquidity zone. Okay. So you can just send in the HLZ. Later we'll be trading this, but not yet. This one is only for you to find something like a place where price really like to go here. Okay. So this got breakout and then price reacted again with it. So this is a really good place to trade. All right. If you draw in latest example, you show us. Latest example, it will be okay if you draw in latest example. Show us. What does this mean? Do you want me to draw it again, or the latest one we mean something over here? Maybe. If that is the case, I will draw it for you for live trade setup. For example, you have something like this. Okay. So over here is also a high liquidity zone. I can copy here, paste. Oh, okay. So we have over here. Oh, sorry. So we got over here. Over here. Over here. Okay, this is good enough. Got to breakout and then to SNR. Alright, and then change to candlestick, and we have this zone here. We can take this one, this high one, and this lower one. Okay, so we can take it here, right? So wait, no, yeah, you can take this one, or you can also take this one for more smaller one. Just make sure you take a high and a low between this line. Okay, okay, like this. Right. So this is one example, and then you can also have a high liquidity zone here. This seems like a better one, or this one. No, this one, maybe this one. Okay, so this one will be better, I think. Got oh, got one here. Damn, one here. No, one here, and another one here, and then another one here. Okay, so you can took for a trade here. Example, this is our setup. You can fine tune here. Okay, so this is the place where you most likely to find setup. So you have also a QM here, high, low, high, high, and just wait for a setup here. You also got a fake out here, so you can wait for a setup here. Just remember to find a decision point like this one or over here, and wait for rejection like always. Okay, so this is a type of setup where if you want to live trade, you will find a QM here. For example, you will find a QM over here. Got a QM setup, low, high, lower low, high high. Okay, and then you can also wait for trade over here. Okay, in this zone. Okay, you need to find your setup here. All right, and you can also take this one. Okay, this is also a good setup. Over here, if you want to trade on touch trade, you can take this one. This is MPL. Okay, okay, over here. Let me change to line chart. Let me see this one. Okay, so you can take a touch trade here also. Okay, and this is not a signal, but just to give you a brief example on how you want to trade at the area of high liquidity. So you can take a trade there, right? Be okay if you draw this. So we find a trade at HZ level, and the zone is not really very important. Yes, correct. this my friend desk is quite small, and usually the mouse just fall from the table. So if I trade edges and the zone is not really very important. Yes, not important. When so if I trade edges and the zone is not important, yes, not important. We only find trade setup here. And there is HLZ, it almost looked like an area of decision where it choose continue direction or change direction of the trade. Okay, this one follow the breakout or the recent breakout. The recent breakout. Okay, like this one. This breakout is over here. So you will follow on this breakout. This breakout is like this one is upward, and over here you also expect upward. Okay, but for example this got broken down. Okay, so you will expect price to come back here. All right. Okay, so follow the breakout on HLZ only. Okay. Right, Neo is typing. Nice, and thank you. Is there any other question? Hello? Think there's no more question. We already 1 hour and a half, and there is no response. So I think Zeko is typing. And homework, yes, do the homework, and I will check on it. I already post the homework section. You just see in the Facebook group. I already posted there. I already post the homework section. You can just send in your homework, and I will see whether you understand or not based on your homework. So do we also find decision point on HL level to find a trade? We will always find decision until the end of the course. Decision is very important. We will use it. We will use it every time. So do we also, yes, correct, balance and imbalance setup. HLZ is only a place for you to find a trade setup over here. HLZ is a place to find a trade setup, not a place to trade. You need to have a setup at the HLZ for a trade. Okay, bro, thanks. So I think everyone understand. Is there any other question? Amit is typing. Michael is typing. I need a response. But for homework, do we need to show decision point? No. For homework, just find two things. Just find SSR at line chart and HLZ at CS chart. Okay, good luck for your buy. Yes, I will check on it later, I think. It's already 12 midnight. Must it be exactly on HLZ level? No, but somewhere in that area. Okay, thanks. Is there any other question? Michael is typing. All right, okay. So I think that's it for today class. So I need to see my bike. Uh, so I think that's it for today's class. Thank you for watching and have a nice day. Thank you. Don't forget to send your homework.